This is my view from the Blue Mountain Hostel. I think I got a fairly nice room. It's one of the top-rated hostels in downtown Shanghai. I think there's one in Jing'an that has a higher rating, but it's not very centrally located. We're looking over the, I think that's the Embankment Bridge, so I'm not sure. And the Wusong River, or Suzhou Creek. I can see over towards People's Square. That's the, God, what's the rabbit ear building? I always get that one confused. The one with the spaceship on top is the, what hotel is it? And then Tomorrow Square is the Marriott, JW Marriott. Usually I stay over by People's Square right next to the JW Marriott there, the pointy one. I stayed with a friend for about a week, and I was over towards Tianzifang and Xintandi, on the edge of the French Concession. We're actually in a mall on the 6th floor of a electronics mall. I have a nice setup here. I think I'm paying $270 a night for the room. Gotta look it up again. I think the cheapest. The problem, in Shanghai is there's no central heating. Everything's the reverse flow air conditioners. And the problem with having heating this high, even if you open it and have it blowing down on you, hot air rises. So you'll be in bed freezing next to the floor, a couple feet off the floor, and you stick your arm up, it's way too hot at the top of the room. And down here at the bottom of the room, you'll be freezing. So sometimes I actually like having two beds, so I can sleep in one and put all my shit on another, and put my books out on the other one, and use the other as a lounge, a chaise lounge to read on. Kind of a weird area for a deck, but it doesn't look like they're actually using this for anything, so I have my privacy in this room, I guess. I have my own bathroom as well. It's about 2:30. I took it easy this last week, didn't do a whole lot, just reconnected with some friends in Shanghai, and now I'm gonna maybe head to the Post Museum, which is across the Wusong River and the Rock Bund. I think the Embankment Bridge might be right down there. Last time I tried to go to the Post Office Museum, it was open, but the roof, the grass roof, was closed for refurbishment. You get a nice view down to all the old Shakuman housing here. The Lilong and Longtang, same thing, they mean alley. And if you're in Beijing, it's Hutong for alley, or Xiang. Here they say Lilong, or Longtang, I think is the preferred term for alley. All the little roads that run between these houses. And you can see that it's a mix here of medium density, high density. And the Bund is just a couple blocks that way. So yeah, before it gets any later, I'm gonna head out. I got my vase from the Shanghai Glass Museum, and I'll be here another 8 nights. I guess I'll take a quick walk around and show you a little bit of the hostel before I go. What I do with the key before I lock myself out. I think they have a breakfast restaurant area maybe, but not included, I don't think. They had some special rate rooms for around $200 a night, but none available. They have a computer area over there. And then it looks like at least a bar here. You can get drinks. Last time I was here in this area, I like to at least try staying at a different hostel every time I travel through an area, and have like one I can go to as a main hostel. I stayed at the Captain's Hostel, which is like practically right on the Bund. The Captain's Hostel has a real nice bar that looks out over the Bund and into Pudong from no one can be up here after 10 at night. We're in the Huangpu section of Shanghai. Anyway, but the Captain's Hostel bar, you got a good view looking out to Pudong from it, without the expense of staying at one of the real expensive hotels. The taxi ride over here from close to Madang Station where I was staying was 22 yen. So you divide everything by about 6, and $3-4. I could have taken the metro, but why when it's that cheap to just hop a taxi with all your bags? I'm trying to like not stress myself out so much anymore. That's where the laundry is, I guess. So I guess the Post Museum's a bit further up. The Embankment building, which is over here somewhere by the post office, has long-term rentals for expats. So I'll hit the Bund art gallery there, and this. Maybe I'll go up to 1933 today, up in Jibei area. I've done a lot of this stuff, but I wasn't good about marking. I didn't use this app the couple months I spent here last winter. I didn't know about it. So you come back to an area and you only have a mental map versus a physical map like this. And kind of goes to show you, I've got... This is what I was doing before I had a Galileo app. I'd have to take a map and mark it up. It's a pain in the ass, There's not much to see over here at 1933. And I've walked down through this way and done all this stuff. But we are at Shanxi Road South and Beijing East. So Beijing Donglu and Shanxi Nanlu. The closest stop is here, Nanjing Road East, where lines 2 and 10 are. Anyway, I've done all this stuff already. The problem is when you just don't have it marked off, you're trying to remind yourself. I was staying down here in this area by Lubin Road and Mengji Road West. So I've done most of this stuff now. Power Station of Art, Shanghai Film Museum, Public Security Museum. I went to Liuli today, and the Bridge 8. Where I usually stay is up here, a little more centrally located. Yesterday I got out into the area around Changfeng Park. I went to Ocean World, which is probably off this map. Wei Tan Yuan area, they call this sometimes. Rock Bund as well. But yeah, the Embankment building you could check out if you want longer term housing. You want to be a little more comfortable maybe, I don't know. For the hassle, I think it's just worth it to stay in a hostel. Most of the stuff I want to see now is a bit further afield. Anyway, I'm gonna head out.